Hi everyone, how have you been doing? I'm fine. I'm gonna make another video. I'm making another video, and yeah, I hope you like it. I hope you are liking my videos. And if you're watching, if you're watching the whole thing, I really appreciate it. And I hope you like this one too. So I'll start this video by talking about the topic that I had in mind was internet trends, like trends on the internet. And the first word that came to my mind was rage baiting, which I'm guessing is as you if you're proactive on Instagram or other places on it, it means that you're uh, saying something intentionally to uh, evoke a negative reaction out of somebody else. That's what I'm guessing rage baiting is. And the point that had written down was, is it something that you should do? Uh, the thing is, I personally don't think you should if you're doing it for some greater good or a good benefit, like for the greater good, then obviously you should do it. But if you're just a jerk on the internet or in regular life or in regular life, then that's another thing. So that's what I thought about that. So no, rage baiting is not something that like uh, you should not be doing, obviously, unless it's for the greater good, in my personal opinion. I actually saw this interesting video on Instagram. Like, if you guys seen The Office, and in it, Jim Halpert, who is played by John Krasinski, is considered to be this really smart and great guy, but is often mean or rude to his co-workers. So that is interesting. Like someone who is perceived as supposed to be this amazing guy is also sometimes rude and mean and plays pranks, which is fine. Like it's a fictional TV show, so it's totally fine. Yeah. Uh, Actually, what's interesting about that is that how someone who can be like rude sometimes or is like shown as rage baiting its co-workers can be perceived as to be amazing. That's interesting. I actually think that people find Dwight to be very annoying, but I don't I haven't I've seen The Office and I do not feel annoyed by Dwight ever. Like I just think he's very funny. And yeah, like people think that like while you watch the show you come around to Dwight because you find him annoying at first and eventually you come around to. But I just think he's very funny. He's very hilarious. Funnier than even Jim Halpert, I think. That's my opinion on that show and those two characters. Something interesting that I see on the internet is the debate about who is the best Spider-Man, which is like a fun debate to have, fun question to talk about and ask. And people debate like it's the usual debate: Tom Holland, Andrew Garfield, and Tobey Maguire, and all the usual talking points are there. I'm the biggest Andrew Garfield fan in the world, but what's interesting about that question is if you guys seen the Spider-Verse movie, like Into the Spider-Verse and Across the Spider-Verse, like the Spider-Man that comes in my mind is Jake Johnson. If you guys know Jake Johnson, who played Nick Miller in New Girl, and his Peter B. Parker in the Spider-Verse movies is shown as depressed. He has gone through depression, and I think it's the first time in a superhero movie or I mean, I'm not sure about that, but yeah, that's like the first time Spider-Man or superhero is shown. I think that's the first time the word depression is used. I'm not sure about the fact that if it has been used ever before, but with regard to the Spider-Man superhero character specifically, I think it's not fair that Jake Johnson's Spider-Man is left out of the conversation because I know what's it like. Or I know what it is like to feel like that. But I'm not gonna talk about like my own personal stuff. But yeah, so the next time you participate in a debate or you see somebody in a debate about who's the best Spider-Man, you should ask them that why is Jake Johnson Spider-Man not in the debate? Because I just think that I don't think it's fair that he's left out. And it's not very easy to go to the go through depression and come out of it. Like again, like that's like a fictional movie, but it's very I think important that the filmmakers of that movie showed that Jake Johnson's Peter B. Parker is depressed because I don't think that's a conversation that is usually had around and in superhero movies. Andrew actually did like if you like on YouTube there are these Hollywood roundtable actors on act like roundtable conversations with actors. I think Hollywood did it and then Bollywood also like I think Bollywood people also tried to copy it. They tried to have their own roundtable conversations. I think it was pretty obvious that they kind of copied the Hollywood idea. But yeah, like Andrew did a roundtable conversation in 2017, I think, and in it there were, I think there was Casey Affleck, Joseph Gordon-Levitt, Mahershala Ali, Dave Patel, Jeff Bridges, the host, and Andrew. I really like that conversation. I think I've seen that video on YouTube multiple times. Just like I'm a big fan of Andrew, so and in it he made this point that while he did his Spider-Man movies, he could not give that reassurance, like the reassurance that he wanted. Like that's his idea of how he wanted his movies to be perceived as, and he asked like he felt upset by studio cuts. Thing like how the studio edited the movie, his Amazing Spider-Man movies, and he asked the host of the conversation that why do you think reassurance was not given, and then the people in the table started laughing. And that's I think that was a very good and relatable point for me personally because I also find like try to find reassurance and comfort in movies and TV shows, which is not how probably regular people try to watch TV shows and movies. And yeah, in the latest Spider-Man also, when Peter in the latest Brand New Day movie, when Peter tells MJ that he loves her and MJ says that I don't love you because I don't even know you. That was like I think that was my favorite scene in the movie in Spider-Man Brand New Day. It was really heartfelt and emotional and very like rare and unique. So that was good to watch. I think the filmmakers did a very good job and I'm really happy for the very big box office collection that they have amassed. With regard to internet trends, I don't have any other point. I wanted to mention a music artist called Phoebe Ryan, who is amazing. Uh, she's a music artist who lives in like I'm not going to get into that, but she's an American music artist who is just amazing, and I really like her songs. I think she just recently released an album, and her songs are amazing. Like I'm really happy. Like listening to her makes me very like it's nice to uh, hear her songs, and also like from 10 years ago, like I think she had gone into a sabbatical in middle, and her music videos and all that. Like I commented her one on one of her videos and also on Facebook, and I got a reply on both of them. So that was really great. Like it's really amazing to see how how someone who is a popular celebrity or artist can respond to you on social media. Because that's the power of social media. You can reach out to anyone. If you guys saw Supergirl, there was this song in the middle when Supergirl is fighting with people, and there's a song that's playing, which is called The Middle, and I complimented the artist of that song on YouTube too, and also got a reply for her as well. So that was also very good. Yeah. Another topic that I had written down is it's not like nothing related to internet or anything or Instagram or anything. It's the concept of like what I had written on my notebook is nobody cares question mark, nobody cares question mark. And I was just thinking about like most people go through life thinking that nobody cares, nobody gives a shit, why should I? And most people I think probably don't are like that, do behave like that, like they don't, like they just go about their lives thinking that, like what I personally think is that I'm not someone who is like that, to be honest. I do care about stuff, and I do give a shit. I understand that most people are not like that, but I don't, like I think life is probably easier when you don't give a shit, because that's what all these internet posts tell you. But I don't think I can be like that, or even if I tried to be, I don't think I could. And maybe if I personally like have this live my life with this attitude or mindset that I don't give a shit, I don't think I would be true to myself. So that's what I have to say on that, on this particular topic. If you guys seen PewDiePie, who is I think the most popular YouTuber ever, with over 50 million, I don't know how many millions of followers he has. He made this video once that you people send me, like he was talking to his fans and said that like a lot of messages that you send me are kind of stupid and it's better to not give a shit. And it got me thinking like, yeah, life is better when you don't care about stupid things or petty things and don't behave in a idiotic or petty way. But everyone is human, and sometimes the pettiness and the stupid things can get to us and can affect us. Like that's just my personal opinion. Yeah, so but I think at the end of the day, you should just be true to yourself and just be yourself, your most authentic self, because that's what matters. And yeah, that's that. Actually, I received this feedback from my previous videos that it would be better if I wrote down my points and don't have many pauses in between. So I hope neither of those things were there you like did not feel like they were affecting the video. So I hope you liked watching this video, and yeah, that's it. You can give me any sort of feedback in the comment section, or you can text me personally also if you want, and I would appreciate any sort of feedback, constructive feedback. Yeah, that's it. I hope you liked watching, and I'll I'll try to come up with more topics and continue making videos if you guys, if you personally like watching them, and yeah, I like making them. So thank you for tuning in. I hope you have a good Sunday. It's Sunday today, Sunday night, and the rest of the next week ahead. I hope it's a good week, and take care. Bye. Thank you.